I don't think I'll be smoking for this fight. I think I'm going to be really, really irritable and nasty. And this guy's going to come, he's going to try to hurt me. He's going to be greatly mistaken. I don't think he's faster than me. Whatever I'm afraid to do, I do it. Like right now, I'm scared to death. But as the fight gets closer, the less nervous I become because it's reality. And in reality, I'm invincible.
So Mike Tyson just destroyed Jake Paul after the YouTuber turned boxer just got arrested. Yeah, you heard that right. Just when you thought Jake couldn't stir the pot anymore, he does exactly that. See, this whole arrest situation couldn't have come at a worse time. Jake's been hyping up what could be the biggest fight of his career, a showdown with none other than Iron Mike himself. We're talking about $1 million fight that fans are dying to see. But instead of staying low-key and keeping things clean, Jake goes and gets himself into trouble. Again. And let's be real, Mike isn't exactly the type to just sit back and watch. He's been watching Jake's antics from the sidelines for a while now, and it looks like he's had enough. Tyson's not just lashing out, he's calling Jake out in a big way. The boxing legend's all like, Jake's acting like a child, and it's time he learned that this is a grown man's game. Tyson's fed up, and he's not just talking.
I was an example of Jake Paul. Did you call Jed right now? Yeah.
Jake Paul's arrest has sent shockwaves through the fight world, with videos of him being cuffed going viral in no time. It's all anyone in the boxing community can talk about, and trust me, every pro out there has been quick to share their 2 cents. From seasoned champions to up-and-coming fighters, everyone's chiming in on what this means for Jake's future. And of course, Iron Mike himself couldn't resist hopping on the bandwagon, but unlike the rest, Tyson's reaction was anything but casual. You see, Mike Tyson is pissed. Like, really pissed. And can you blame him? This whole incident is putting their highly anticipated fight in jeopardy. We're not just talking about any old match here. This is a fight that could go down in history. It's a fight that Tyson has been training hard for, pouring months of blood, sweat, and tears into preparing himself to step back into the ring.
Day 2, we're getting ready for you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And not just any ring. This is his comeback. The first time Iron Mike will be fighting in years. The last time he graced the ring was when he went toe-to-toe with Roy Jones Jr., which reminded the world that even in his 50s, Tyson is still a force to be reckoned with. For Tyson, this isn't just a fight. It's a chance to reclaim some of that old glory and show the being accused of illegal possession of firearms, which, let's be honest, is a pretty serious charge on its own. But it doesn't stop there. Apparently, there's even more to this mess. Rumor has it that Jake's also being accused of tampering with evidence in a previous investigation. Yeah, you heard that right. This isn't just about having a gun or 2 lying around. We're talking about allegedly trying to interfere with a legal investigation, which is a whole new level of risky business. If these allegations turn out to be true, Jake could be facing some major legal repercussions, and it could very well put his entire career in jeopardy. For someone who's built an empire on his larger-than-life persona, this is a dangerous game to be playing. Jake's always been one to push the limits, but this time, it seems like he might have gone too far. The boxing world is in shock, and his fans are left wondering what's really going on behind the scenes. And just when things couldn't get any crazier, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson finally came face-to-face at a press conference on August 18, 2024 in New York City. And let me tell you, it was nothing short of explosive. As expected, Jake came in hot, trash-talking Mike like it was his daytime job. You know Jake, he's never been one to hold back, especially when there's a crowd watching. He was throwing out insults left and right, trying to get under Tyson's skin, but here's the kicker. Mike wasn't having any of it. Mike Tyson, being the champion that he is, stayed calm and composed throughout the whole thing. While Jake was running his mouth, Mike just stood there, staring him down with that signature steely gaze. And here's where things get interesting. You could actually see Jake starting to crack under the pressure. For all the bravado, it was clear that he was trembling in his boots. It was like he was blabbering out whatever came to mind without giving it a second thought, trying desperately to keep the upper hand.
Up Jake Paul! Up Jake Paul! Up Jake Paul! Up Jake Paul! Up Jake Paul!
But it didn't take long for the crowd to turn on Jake. The boos started pouring in, and you could see him losing it, especially when his usual trash talk wasn't landing. The more he talked, the more the crowd booed, and it was downright humiliating when Jake, in a moment of desperation, started making big claims like he was the next Muhammad Ali. Yeah, you heard that right. Jake Paul compared himself to one of the greatest fighters in history. The crowd erupted, not in applause, but in laughter, as Jake's over-the-top claims fell flat on their face.
People are always going to have something to say. It's because of who I am. It's because I proved everyone wrong. Reminder, the most hated and most criticized boxer in the sport of boxing before they loved him was Muhammad Ali. So I'm the anti-hero, and people will love me soon enough once they realize what I've done for this sport and who I truly am. But it doesn't bother me at the end of the day.
This press conference was supposed to be Jake's chance to psych Mike out, but instead, it just highlighted how out of his depth he really is. Mike stayed unfazed, while Jake ended up looking like a joke in front of everyone. Despite the chaos of that press conference, it did exactly what it was supposed to do. Crank up the hype for the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight on November 15, 2024, like never before. Fans are flocking to get their hands on tickets, and they're betting on this fight like it's the next big lottery win. This matchup is turning into the event of the year, and everyone's buzzing about it. But let's be real, this fight hasn't had the smoothest ride. It's already faced a bunch of roadblocks, from Mike Tyson's ulcer drama and health scares to Jake Paul's recent legal mess. And now, with Jake's arrest making headlines, it's got fans on edge again. We're all crossing our fingers that this fight doesn't get derailed once more. The press conference may have amped up the excitement, but it's also raised some serious concerns. Jake's legal troubles could very well throw another wrench into the plan, leaving fans wondering if this epic showdown will ever actually happen. Well, we're all on the edge of our seats waiting to see whether Jake Paul's legal issues are going to be a major game changer. The big question is whether these charges will be serious enough to actually affect the fight, or if Jake can somehow sort this mess out in time. Meanwhile, Mike Tyson is doing everything in his power to make sure this fight goes down as planned. He's staying laser-focused on his training and making sure all his ducks are in a row, determined not to let Jake's drama derail what could be his big comeback. Tyson's not letting this latest twist throw him off course. He's working hard to keep the fight on track and make sure that nothing stands in the way of this historic matchup. Whether it's keeping his training on point or dealing with the promoters to ensure everything is in order, Tyson's making it clear that he's ready to go no matter what. So, there you go, Fight World, that's all I have for you today. What are your thoughts on Mike Tyson destroying Jake Paul after he got arrested? Fill in the comment section with your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more boxing news. See you in the next video.